Next time that you create an adventure for a D&D game or any other RPG game, remember that you can change the world that you are in. And this was more than true for an adventurer named Ackal Ergoth, the founder of the Ergothian Empire. So welcome back guys, how are you doing today? And in this video we're going to talk about the Ergothian Empire and its founder. Now Ackal was born in the town of Sanction, back in the dark ages of Krynn, right after the Second Dragon War. At this time it is a small village, which grows to hold a pivotal part throughout the ages on Krynn. Now Ackal gets bored in this small village and he becomes an adventurer, leaving the town and going on legendary adventures, and his prowess in battle knows no second. One of his most amazing feats is the capturing of a dragon known as Blackworm, who he then forces to tamper his sword with its dragon breath. However, the most significant journey that Ackal would take is when he travels into the Sentinel Mountains and comes across the mystical artifact known as the World's Heart. And from this strange artifact he receives a vision of how he would unite the Kalkis barbarian tribes into a vast empire. Ackal returns to Sanction and gathers around him a band of adventurers, which they go back to the World's Heart on an expedition. During this expedition, they find the ancient cities of the ogres and take from them many treasures. And while out in the mountains, he does make himself known to the Kalkis mountain barbarians. Using the treasures that he had discovered, Ackal starts bribing the many tribal chieftains, winning them over to his side, and those tribes who oppose him are crushed by the might of his sword and his loyal followers. Even his brother Ackal Ergoth comes to rule one of the many barbarian tribes in these early days, whilst Ackal defeated all the other tribes or forced them to join him. Ackal even earned himself the title Ackal the Great, for his monstrously large size and powerful form. He was served by a loyal band of followers, which ironically he slays many of them in fits of rage, and generated a reputation for beheading those who served beneath him. And legends about his great savagery tell about him drinking blood from the skulls of his enemies, and all portray him as a fearsome and beastly man who strikes fear into the hearts of his foes. Now seeking to unite the lands around him, Ackal kills the Lord of the Western Hundred and claims the Lord's beautiful wife for himself. He then locks her away in his fortress so other men could not taint her. And eventually, after years of conquest, there was only one tribe who did not bow down to Ackal, the nomadic barbarians who served under his brother Bazan, as Bazan himself would not kneel before his brother. This enraged Ackal, and the pair fought in a bloody duel to the death, which ultimately resulted in Ackal's triumph and unification of all the tribes. By this time, Ackal is already 50 years old, and he moves his home to Daltigot, naming it the seat of his power and the capital of his empire, which he names after himself, Ergoth. And he also names himself the Emperor of Ergoth. And the warriors who served under him throughout all the raids are turned into lords of the Great Horde and the new nobility of the land. His wife is elevated to the Empress of Ergoth, and in the following years the empire expands slightly under his rule, and then settles into what it is known for today. He did not reign long in this empire that he worked so hard to create. 5 years after he was crowned, the empire falls down the stairs of his newly constructed imperial palace and dies, leaving the empire to his sons. So adventurer, next time you set forth into a world, understand that you can change it. You could make this story about yourself. I hope you enjoyed this video and we will see you in the next one. Have a lovely day.